wind was blowing really hard. It was a wicked combination, the perfect fire with that wind and the fire. And it just, they said it was going at times 8 football fields a minute. I didn't even get out of our neighborhood, and I got a call from Megan, our office administrator, and I could hear the panic, and she said that we're being evac. Do you have any invaluables you want me to get out of your office? And I said, no, get out of there. So I turned around and came back here and was worried about my wife.
I was just waiting in traffic, and that was when I first saw a flame. And I think that was really where it got really real for me, because smoke was something that I had experienced before, but flame is not. And that was where I lost cell phone service. So the last time that I spoke to any of my loved ones, I had structure fires on my right, tree fires on my left. I've been stopped for hours and I can't go anywhere.
And then I also had this great sense of guilt because I didn't want to leave our people. I wanted to help them, and I didn't know how. I kept crying all day. I felt like, just a wreck because I was thinking of the people that they were going through and their faces flashing, and me leaving them. I'm safe in San Jose at my daughter's house.
I don't think we really realized just how bad the destruction was until the next day. And I never did get to go home, so I didn't get to grab the box of, memorabilia or the paperwork can all be replaced, passports, birth certificates, marriage licenses. But the handmade stuff can't. So that's, but it's stuff. It's just stuff, and the people made it out.
In a few hours, everything in our lives changed, and we're all scattered around in trailer parks, or we're having to move from hotel to hotel, or in shelters. They have an old Sears at the mall down in Chico that where FEMA and all these different organizations are there, and we run into people there all the time, and there's hugs, and we're all sharing our stories. And because of where we were, 250 to 300, we're this strong unity and making strides and building. I had this overwhelming sense that we gotta get together, That first Sunday, there was still the uncertainty. We drove back from the Bay Area, and I'm wondering how everybody gonna be. Are they gonna be just so down? And when I walk in there and my friends are, we're gonna rebuild, we're gonna go back up, we're gonna rebuild. And it was so amazing to see the spirit of the church.
But that Sunday morning, we met in a church that was very gracious to give us a place to meet. And I told them, we sing songs and we mean them and we worship, but all of those songs about trusting, we're living them now. I mean, we are living them moment to moment. And it was an amazing worship time. I don't really have the words to describe the feeling that day.
Everybody was so glad to see everybody. There were no cliques. There was no age barriers. Everybody was just running up and hugging one another the whole time. It was and I've been in some powerful, powerful worship experiences that changed my life. This was the most powerful experience I ever had, because people were standing around hugging each other and taking communion together and praying together. It's hard to explain, but when everything you own burns up, and you've been teaching all your life that life is about loving God, loving people, and relationships, it was almost freeing. When the church first met, it quickly wasn't, did you lose your home? It was, who didn't? Because everybody you talked to lost their home, just about. We have found a deeper sense of joy because of our family and our friends that we have. We appreciate it more. So there's good things that come out of the worst of things with God. But the mind blower was over here. This cross didn't burn, and it's inches away from this burning wall. One of my kids sent me this picture after the fire, and the cross was still standing, and said, Daddy, hope is still alive. Hope is in the hearts of the people. It's not the building. I told the church this is our defining moment. We've been saying every week for 8 years, in Christ we always have hope. Now it's time to prove that we have hope in Jesus always. And that doesn't mean it's easy, and I don't want to ever demean anybody's pain. I tell them it's okay to feel what you feel, but God is still a good daddy. He's a good father, and he's still here with us.